Kyle Bennett, Big County Preps here with Austin Aikens at Plant High School as Plant gets ready for their 8A state championship game against Miramar High School. Austin, talk about, right now where you guys are at physically, mentally, and ready to go into this championship game.
Physically, we're really good right now. We've been going at it in practice, and we've been hustling, flying around the field and everything, and doing what we got to do. Mentally, we're pretty good mentally too. We've been watching film and stuff and doing everything we can to make sure we're on track, and then we're clicking on everything, plays and defense, and making sure we know our plays and run routes, and we're pretty much good physically and mentally.
Be your second time in the state championship game. Just talk about how this one's different from the first, if it is at all, and just what that first one taught you about this weekend.
Well, the first one, it taught me that you got to make sure that you're prepared for everything and everything that could happen. So, because you got to be able to put everything on the line and be able to look back and see that you put everything and did everything that you physically and mentally could do in your power to win that game. So I've learned a big lesson, and that you got to be able to look back and see and know that you put everything and put all the time and effort that you can do to be ready for this game.
You've seen him on film, obviously. You're going to be matched up against Tracy Howard, one of the top defensive backs in Florida, if not the country. Just talk about what you've seen from him, and I know you played him in 7-on-7. Just talk about him as a player and what you can do against him.
Well, he's a pretty good cornerback, and he looks feeling very comfortable in what he's doing. And I've seen people do triples and stuff on him, but he's not really like biting on anything. He just lets you do what you gotta do, and then when you release, he goes. So he's a really comfortable cornerback. But I'm pretty much gonna really threaten him, eat up the cushion, and then see how he kind of reacts after I do that. And then then I'm gonna go from there, and then kind of put on some moves that I know and I've done in games and stuff, and see how that works. But overall, he looks like a pretty good player. And their defense, it seems like they play like a little man and kind of zone a little bit, but mostly man. But I think we're gonna do pretty well against them.
All right, the defense as a whole, they got a lot of speed up front, and their linebacker as well. Just talk about what you've seen on film as the whole defense.
On film, well, they look pretty. They have a lot more technique than other defense we've faced this year. They're kind of like an away Armwood defense, but not really all the way kind of Armwood defense. But they have lots of speed, and if there's any holes or whatever, they kind of make up for it. They kind of make up for it in their speed and athleticism. So I think that with our discipline and everything, and make sure we're crisp on our routes and know what we're doing, we'll be able to make them pay for it.
You mentioned Armwood's defense a little bit in there. Is that the defense that you guys can most compare Miramar to when you're watching them on film as somebody that you guys have played this year?
Yeah, most likely, kind of, because they kind of have this. They have the speed and everything. If there's holes everywhere, they'll make up for it with their speed and athleticism. So yeah, that's kind of mostly what we compare them to.
All right, and let's talk about yourself personally. On the recruiting trail, just talk about where you're at there and who you're getting interest from and everything like that.
Right now I have pretty much have a top 5 right now. I have Cincinnati, Iowa, Vanderbilt, Western Kentucky, and Missouri. And so far, I've taken visits to those schools earlier before the season. But during the season, I haven't taken any visits. But during sometime after the season, I'm gonna make some. I'm just gonna make some decisions and stuff, and make some official visits after the season.
Are you going to just make official visits to those 5, or are you taking visits elsewhere as well?
So far, the only official that I know I'm gonna take is to Cincinnati and maybe Western Kentucky. But so far, that's all I know, and maybe it's whatever happens. But so far, those 2 schools are most likely I'm gonna take official visits to right now.
All right, Kyle Bennett, Big County Preps here with Austin Aikens as we talk about the 8A state championship game this weekend, Plant High School versus Miramar High School, and it's going to be a good one.